Hi, I'm here to explore online supermarkets and how they create a false reality on their promotional websites, while corporate supermarket bosses have power and control over us. They manipulate us into believing that online stores are in the best interest for the consumers, as well as those we think you can only get great deals on supermarket websites. Therefore, I'll be focusing on using three theories: Marxism, postmodernism, and market liberalism. As well as that, I'll be using three concepts. These include technology, ideology, and narrative. I will also be talking about the first ever online purchase and the first supermarket that made an online store, whilst looking at payment plans that started off slow but now got lots of customers using their system. Marxists would state that online supermarkets manipulate us into buying consumer goods we don't really need. This is pseudo-individualization. The proletariat working class had the illusion that they had freedom of choice, can therefore be an aid in their own self-expression. This is a concept which was devised by the Frankfurt School about popular cultural products and practices which are responsible for the proletariat illusions. This links closely to false needs and real needs, which was devised by Herbert Marcuse. He states we are the repressed social interests. This is a false needs statement. Real needs are the essential things we definitely need for survival. Online supermarkets use these to their own advantage, as they know what's essential to us. They'll increase the price on things we need and lower the price on other items, like the suppressed desires. Finally, the last Marxist view is hegemony. This involves neo-Marxism, where it's an extension of Marxism. They state that we are accepting being ruled over, so believing it's natural, normal, inevitable, right, and common sense. These hegemonic ideologies are reinforced by churches, media, family, government, and education. Although the proletariat consumer believes such supermarkets exist for their own convenience and personal empowering, Marxists would disagree. For example, such organisations are replacing local shops in communities throughout the UK, forcing them out of businesses and erasing any sense of individuality in these areas. The process of industrial standardisation is known as McDonald'sization and produces what are known as clone towns, which all look the same, thus destroying variety and diversity in our daily cultural experiences. This is also occurring online, where websites like Amazon are overtaking individual online traders. The first ever item sold online directly by a company was by Gateshead SIS Tesco. It was the first B2C online shopping system, and Mrs. Snowball, aged 72, is the first online home shopper. It was in 1984. The first gadget sold on eBay was a broken laser pointer by Pierre, who had originally bought it as a cat toy. It was bought for $14.83. This helped begin and extend a capitalist process based on market liberalist ideologies. Postmodernists would state technology is increasing in power, and we are obsessed with getting the latest devices. Hyperreality is the concept devised by Jean Baudrillard. He characterized it as the inability to distinguish reality from fantasy. Online supermarkets do the same thing, as they make them look similar to the real stores. Instead, there is more advertising which is attracting you, but also annoying you, to buy more goods than if you were in an ordinary shop. For example, they have ad banners on the left or right hand side of the screen on the supermarket website. The average shopper could be confused due to an overload of information, where online stores don't just sell groceries but other items as well. This is known as fragmentation and discontinuity, where schemes don't follow an overall pattern, so are broken up from their conventional systems. For example, you can buy clothes plus exchange money all in the same place. This can provide or create an organisational barrier to communication. Online stores deal in signifiers rather than real objects. In turn, they use images to represent the objects or accessories they are trying to sell. For example, They use pictures of fruit and veg rather than a real object. Therefore, you won't be able to handle the objects. This is known as haptics. As well as that, you won't be able to smell the fruit or veg. This is known as olfactics. In this way, these websites are filled with signifiers, and initially, online consumers are purchasing signifiers or mental images. Technological convergence is when people try forcing technological forms into more compact and easy-to-use services. Therefore, you are questioning the originality of its newly integrated functions. This is similar to online supermarkets, as they have compacted all your shopping needs onto an online version. This could miss out other details or information about a product, which may be important to understanding what we are trying to buy. Eric Schmidt said that the internet is the first thing we've created, and is the first thing that humans don't understand, the largest experiment in anarchy that we had ever known. This is true, as consumers don't fully understand the complexity of online shopping. Producers have us hooked, lined, and caught us in the consumer products trance, so we feel like the products are part of us. For example, when we buy online, we get an ad saying what other items we might want to purchase. So we look into it and buy more products than we actually needed. This is an example of false needs, according to Marxists. Not all supermarkets have done so well, because most have been taken over by other companies, such as Aberness Supermarket was taken over by Summerfield, then Summerfield was taken over by Cooperative Group, which changed its name to the Co-op. This has happened with many other stores. There used to be 84 independent stores in the UK, but now there is only 23 stores left. This is due to them going along with the times and trying to get more advertising to attract more customers to come to their store. Market liberalists have the supporting view of online supermarkets, as they believe that they are doing well, as they have been freed from state intervention. So supermarkets are taking the world by a storm. This is part of the laissez-faire capitalism model. The only laws they have to follow is the internal ones. These are supply and demand. In turn, supermarkets allow customers to purchase goods while sitting in their own living room. As we can see from this commercial, virtual shopping practices will only increase due to the development of smartphones and mobile apps. In this way, our mobile phones can be understood as miniature supermarkets. Consumers don't realise they have power in their own hands. They can destroy a product's chances of survival. Whilst we are living in a capitalist society, this means we may find a product that seems great and congratulate it by purchasing it more often than usual. But if it's not to our satisfaction, we will be less likely to buy it, so the sales will decrease. This will lead to a drop in the profit margin. Therefore, customers are in control of the sale. This is known as sovereign consumer. Consumerism is where people satisfy their own personal happiness with shopping of material possessions. Depending on your circumstances, you may prefer to shop online. Goods will be placed in prominent positions to maximize potential expenditure. Increased shopping online ensures increased profit margins. A paying system that seems to increase in such a short space of time is PayPal. This was started up by Max Levchin and Peter Thiel in 1998. They obtained $3 million in backing from Nokia Corporation. In 1999, it had 6 employees and 2 computers and very little interest. In 2000, it went from 12,000 to 2.7 million customers. It was the eBay that brought customers to trust the PayPal system. Overall, 2 million people from eBay have now joined the PayPal account. At present, online supermarket shopping is like a Sintan. Although the trend is growing, it is not yet a paradigm. Now, if we look at ideology towards online supermarkets, we can see that people who are in charge of the system place certain values onto it, which makes it seem more important than it actually is. Our preferred reading of the narratives written by online stores is that consumerism is quick, easy, cheap, satisfying, and can lead to spiritual self-actualization. Technology is referring to all the machines, transmitters, and devices which make communication possible. It says that supermarkets are a big part of the system, as it helps people see objects which aren't really right in front of them at that moment in time. I found out from this presentation that online supermarkets are here to help you with all your shopping desires. However, check it with other online supermarkets with reliability, quality, and charges on delivery. Hopefully you have learnt something new today and will use it in your future endeavours. Thanks for watching.